And here we go. What's up, everybody? How are each and every one of you doing? Not only are we live on Twitch today, not only are we live on Instagram today, we are also live on YouTube as well. So there should be a plethora of eyeballs on us today and plenty of peeps to play. What is going on, T-Bone? How you doing, lady? Oh, ladies and gentlemen, one of my personal favorite people, Chris Hale is watching. What's up, man? You may know him as part of the Buffalo Bills. He may or may not be around the LA area when I am out and about at SoFi Stadium. But the man, the myth, the legend, tuning in. What's going on, Chris? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. So little bit of a reformat. For those who are watching on Instagram, you are gonna see slightly different layout than we had on Friday. The bottom is the chat. That is in full effect. The only thing that I'm missing right here is my little button. Where's that? Oh, there we go. That's what I'm missing. Now you can see who we are. I am totally stoked. There you go. T-Bone has put up the first thing to go on the scroller. Good on all platforms. Well, that's a positive for 2 hours today. I worked on finalizing everything. Now, I gotta tell you, everybody who is tuning in on Instagram, your chat is not going to pop up on this to Twitch. I don't know. Hey, it may work as well. We're figuring everything out. It's this newfangled technology. It are crazy. Oh no, what's going on, Carlos? How are you doing, friend? I hope you are having a fantastic day. I have done 92% of the shipping today. It is done. We are. I am just waiting on one thing for packaging to go into one of the boxes. I ran out of stuffing and I don't want to unsafely ship something. So it should be fun. Craig says, another Bills fan. Can't have too many of them. Hey, listen, Craig, I agree. And he's not just a Bills fan. He also was the starting DB and return man for the Buffalo Bills. If you recall, you can Google Mr. Hale. He is there. One of the nicest, most generous people with his time, and a huge comic book and art collector. He has hinted at some Silver Surfer covers that he owns that eventually we will hopefully see, because, hey, listen, I don't know very many Silver Surfer covers that weren't great. And when he casually slid that into conversation, like, oh, I have a couple of Silver Surfer covers, I was like, I'm sorry, say again? Good stuff. Let's go, Buffalo. There is a gaggle of Bills fans in this chat, even though we are out of Santa Barbara, California. The Bills Mafia is everywhere, myself included. I mean, hey, come on. I literally named my son James Kelly. It doesn't get much more of a Bills fan than that. So I do declare. Let's see if these buttons work. I mean, I can't guarantee that they will, but let's give the old college try. No, kind of knew that one wasn't going to work. But the good news is, I have an easy remedy for this one. We are going to go boom. Hey now. Oh, would you look at that? Would you look at that? That is the website dcdcollects.com. That is where you're going to want to go if you want to purchase something and have it opened here. Kevin P. West is in the house. Katie! What's up, Katie? How are you doing, Katie Bear? Now the artists are pouring in. To the chat. What's going on, all of you? KP says Josh Allen is king. That is right, KP. Josh Allen is king. I am very stoked for this upcoming season. I will tell you, KP is a huge Lions fan, and I think the Lions only got better. I am interested in seeing how the Lions do. I think the Rams got better. I plan on attending quite a few Rams games this year, specifically the Buffalo one. I am a little nervous about the Dolphins. They are sneaky good right now. And a healthy Jets quarterback room could be interesting. What's up, Katie? Give me a random question. What's going on, Councilman Chef? Not only do we have former NFL players and current NFL staff in the room, we have artists in the room. We now have political leaders in the room from Texas. Do you know anyone who deals with music stuff like super rare collectible records? I don't know specifically. Doug probably does. Lee Cozy, artist extraordinaire, more than likely has great leads too, as he was also in the music industry. Lions Rams games will be another great one. I concur with that. I'm just ready for football. I think it's like 95 days until season football. About 3 weeks less than that for the preseason foosball, which I like. I like any football. I get excited about the combine and the draft, let alone actual gameplay. Chef, there you go. Chef could help you out as well. So, what you see here is our sweet, sweet lineup. All these goodies are here. DCDcollects.com. Orders in, open tonight. It is going to be fantastic. There is a gaggle of things that are nearly sold out. I'm going to go through those. Hey now. Cozy X Sig Series. We are now halfway there. Art Factory. That coupon has expired. It is gone. It is gone. We enjoyed a moist Friday. We've Got You Covered is nearly sold out. That is a double giveaway as well. One person walking away with 2 covers. Oh, wait, you're not supposed to see that one. That hasn't come out yet. Signed, certified, and delivered. Only 4 more before we give away the Walt Simonson signed book. Bruce Lee, 4 spots remain with Bruce Lee. And then we open up that Bruce Lee. Somebody's going to walk away with an original item owned by Bruce himself. Modern Day Renaissance. That is Kai's baby. Oil painted covers that are behind me and gorgeous. Lee Cozy has some historical hits with the David Hasselhoff giveaway. And finally from the vault with a gigantic Teixeira Ghost Rider as the final giveaway there. Those are the goodies. They are exciting. And I can't wait to give them away personally. That's my goal. Oh, agua. In front of me are just a handful of the Cozy X Sig Series cards. They each have a letter. If there's one that you want, let me know. I will pull the letter up. You can then go to DCDcollects.com, make that purchase, and then, you know what? I'm going to extend it. You can choose either a box of Sig Series or a box of Topps Chrome Black Star Wars to open up along with it. That was only supposed to be Friday. You know what? I'm feeling froggy. Let's extend that one. That's a lot of fun. I love Chrome Black as a product. I mean, it's legit. It's my faves. Now, now that we have gone through all of that, I feel like I need. Oh, Katie, the Butcher cover. Yeah, Katie, that's really expensive if it's authentic. If that is the real deal, the Butcher cover is worth a small fortune. For those who do not know, the Beatles did an album cover that is called it's 100% authentic, then that's worth a small fortune, called the Butcher cover, where there is bloody meat all over the cover. It was deemed offensive. It's still in the shrink rack. That's phenomenal. And it was pulled after only being partially released. It is considered one of two must have collector's items from the Beatles. There is a Beatles single. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. It is saved in my eBay. There is a Beatles single that was released only in Canada that was pulled after a couple thousand of them were released. That is like the more obscure but more rare Beatles must have. I'll have to find it. I don't remember off the top of my head. What's going on, Don? How you doing? Speaking of listen, the Buffalo Bills are not his number one team.
Welcome to my underground lair. You're just in time. Enjoy the shit.
Thank you, Don. I love you, man. 17 months he has subscribed to me, and I've known him for years longer than that. Love you, Don. Thank you, man. Tell your wife and beautiful girl I said hello. And if either of you are watching, Kelly, how are you? I miss you. I'm going to see, hopefully, most of you in 2.5 weeks, almost 3 weeks when I get to Buffalo. Carlos, I expect you to be there as well. I want to say hello to everybody, give everybody hugs, and get that. Because, listen, I love each and every one of you. So I'd hug you all. Just got to in the same place as me. I can honestly say I've hugged maybe 30% of the chat. And I aim to hug each and every one of you when I see you live. Oh, let's catch up on the chat. Trying to sell it, look around, doesn't seem like the type of thing you just throw online. Chef's like, there's one on eBay for $28,000 used. I told you it's a small fortune. Sealed even more. Listen, I'm going to be honest with you. Right off the bat, that's going to go to an auction house. Unless you find somebody that is a Beatles fan who has a lot of disposable income, I highly recommend that going to somewhere like Heritage, which, now listen, I am not going to say one auction house is better than another, but I will say that Heritage Auctions regularly has music-related specific auctions. And from my experience working with Heritage Auction, they're pretty nice people. I can't complain about any transactions I've done with them. I got some really nice original vigilante art pages by Tony DeZuniga, who is in the Comic Book Hall of Fame. And that was a Heritage item. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So I would highly recommend steering them towards one of the major auction houses because they are going to get you probably the most guaranteed money for your get. Oh, thank you, Katie. Yeah, Heritage is my recommendation. Although, as it stands, as somebody who is, in front of a camera talking to many people, I am not sponsored by, nor have ever been approached by Heritage Auctions to give them a glowing review. That glowing review is not that of DCD Collects necessarily. It is that of DC the Breaker, who personally has dealt with them and likes them. They get 2 thumbs up. Heritage, you're welcome. Hey, I do what I can. Listen, it's not just about art here. It's about collectibles, pop culture, and quite frankly, interpersonal relationships. And the love that we spread, that karma, that chi, that sweet, sweet positive energy, and all of the things, whatever you want to call it, that is what we are about. With that said, I need to open up my app so I can see everybody's whoop. orders as texts come in about what we have available. For you who just texted me, first of all, congratulations. You're one of only 8 people that have my cell phone number. Anything that's on DCD Collects, I will open if it is sealed. If you don't want it open, simply select ship unopened, and I will be more than happy to ship it to you. As a matter of fact, shipping is going out today, so if you order it today sealed, I can get it to you. If you have me open something today, it will go out with next week's mail, as we do it every Wednesday, and it requires packaging when I am doing it opened. So then, that's that. Oh, what else do I have for you? Oh, YouTube chat is working. Yes, YouTube. I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna let's switch cameras here. I'm gonna give you the straight dope because my thing is not lying. YouTube and Twitch and Kick easily integrated into our Streamlabs. No surprise to you, Facebook, aka Instagram, aka Facebook, aka proprietary code. Instagram does not want to integrate their chat into anybody else. They want you simply watching on Instagram, which, hi Instagram, I'm here. But they're not going to let the chat share. There is a way to do it. It's very convoluted. It requires an overlay that makes the interface even worse than what you're seeing right now. So I am just keeping a Instagram chat window open on camera 2, next to camera 2, and I am going to be reading the chat from there. But luckily, yeah, Paul's like, not lying. What? Hello, Spunky Taco. How's everybody doing tonight? Listen, I'm fantastic now that you're here saying hello. I was at 92%, 93%. Now that you're here, straight 95. Whole way. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. Paul says, one of us always tells the truth, and one of us always lies. Which door do you choose? Would he tell me that you're lying? Old account, it is Money Mitch. Well, Mitch, make it 97, homie. Money Mitch in the house. Listen, hey, I love tacos. I love tacos so much. I literally had them yesterday for Taco Tuesday. Don't believe me? Ask Mrs. The Breaker. She'll tell you Taco Tuesday was a big hit. Money Mitch, listen, Mitch, you already got a nickname, bruh. You're in like Flynn. You've got a nickname. It's in. If you are not already in the Discord, Mitch, shoot me a DM on Instagram or on Twitch at DC the Breaker or DCD Collects. And we will be more than happy to get you a link if you're not already in there. What's going on, Scoobs? Hey, Scoob, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you, homie. Scoobs, how are you doing, buddy? I was thinking about you today as I was going through the interwebs. I was looking for just cool things to pass my time as I got mentally prepared to go live. And of course, I came across pinball machines because, the algorithm hears me talking about pinball machines on my show, and my phone is next to me and it's always listening. So they're like, oh, he likes pinball machines. Let me show you all these pinball machines. And I'm jealous, man. I want one like you. I'm just saying, I'm officially jelly. If Mrs. The Breaker keeps getting more and more famous in Beverly Hills, maybe I will get one of my own. But until then, I am going to live vicariously through you. One door will take you to the castle at the center of the labyrinth. The other leads down to dun 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 certain death. It's better than a ball pinning machine. That's true. Fine line, mate. But boy, oh boy, do I have a related story for that I'll have to tell on your channel, where I can tell those types of stories. Not on this one. I love you, Paul. I'm just kidding, man. You're the man, man. Just got home from work and pinball is what he's going to allude to. What? There's a line? It's thin, but it's there. It's a thin line. Hey, listen, PG-13, minus the one F. Everything else, somewhat fair game. Speaking of fair game, Jimmy the Breaker's here. He's sleeping right now. Couldn't see because I stood on it. Pardon me, but you're standing on my line. Yeah, Jimmy just decided to take a nap. I guess he was tired of winning. The kid has more victory royales on Fortnite than I have hairs in my mustache. He and I teamed up yesterday. Literally the very first game we played, W. Next game, second place. Game after that, 8th place. It was like, all right, we're just going to end while we're top 10 in it. Oh, man. Well, listen, I could use a nap. I've only been here for about 5.5 hours, working away to make sure you have 2 beautiful feeds. 3 beautiful feeds now that I think about it. Getting the shipping done, as well as balancing my ADHD baby, and making sure he is occupied. Scoop's like, I want my second machine. Hey, listen. Go for it, man. You only live once unless you're a vampire. Well, then technically, I guess you still live once. You just live nearly forever. So yeah, YOLO. I guess it applies for everybody. Zombies? Maybe not. I don't know. Don's like, I volunteered to work until 3 a.m. Well, the difference is volunteering to work also comes with money. Because you're at work, even though you volunteered, they still have to pay you for what you volunteered. Let's say you signed up for some additional money so that you could buy more stuff from us when we release the Lord of the Rings thing that everybody's going to want to get their hands on that I wasn't supposed to talk about. Paul says, ooh, lewd deviant behavior? Maybe I should try my hand at politics. It depends on the politics. There is a 3 a.m. Turt. What's going on? Another artist. This one from the Great White North. Turt Puzzlin, a.k.a. Chris Collier. Hey, listen, I'm going to say your name because all of your cards are printed with your name on it, and they've seen your name a million times. Let's just Google Chris and buy his stuff because it's cool. No Lord of the Rings series. That's correct, Paul. There is no Lord of the Rings there. Maybe all of the Lord of the Rings is on its way here. Maybe, maybe not. You know. I do have Dragon Lady's Lord of the Rings here. I'm pretty sure there's mail in the other room. I haven't had time to go get the mail at the studio yet, but I'm willing to wager, as is most days of the week, there is a piece of art or two or memorabilia in that mail. Don says, I saw the Colossus from Dr. Hernandez's work, 12 yesterday, 12 today, 12 on Saturday, maybe 12 tomorrow. 2 more to finish. Hey, Paul, listen, man, do it at your own pace. When things are rushed, they're rarely done well. It's true, and it applies for almost everything on the planet. Take your time and, let the work flow through you. All right, peeps. Let's get started. I want to begin with a couple of pieces from Kai. I mean, let's just start off with oil paintings. There you go, Turt. Don's got something for you. If it's a hug, take it. Worth it. Katie says, I just realized that you have all these artists in here, but not a bunch of cool custom emotes. Well, I mean, it depends on cool custom emotes. Are you talking about ones that are like, These? Are we talking about GIFs? Are we talking about standard ones? You should have like 20 plus spots. Yeah. Dad, I'm only one guy who is a full-time stay-at-home dad and gets to do this 3 nights a week because it's the only time he has available. Listen, I'm gonna say if you want to design some DCD oriented ones, talk to Doug. He handles all of the logistics. I will happily plug in whatever, as long as it is appropriate. Don't tease me with the Predator from Kai. Oh, Carlos, now I got to do it. Carlos is actually just talking about this one. G still available. G is still available. Feel free to get the G. Hey, G. That's a little Boba Fett action by legendary Star Wars artist Lee Cozy. This features his old signature. This was pre-change. Oh, Katie, stir away. Stir away. I'm down. Listen, I was in the Navy. I never say no to trouble. Hello there. Yeah, I mean, come on. Oil painted. You know what? Let's do a little change here. Hold on. I am going to slightly lighten this because this is a particularly dark book. Boop. All right. Just to show the detail. Be a better stream. You should like me when ask what to do at work. I cause trouble and make improvements. That's valid, Don. That is, it's valid. Define trouble. Oh, goodness. I can't define trouble because I believe the Navy will take me back and throw me in a brig if I talk about the trouble I caused in the Navy, or was part of in the Navy, or was directed to do by the Department of the Navy. Let's just say they probably know my name in Spain. Is that a black sketch cover? It was a black background sketch cover, of which I have a few blanks that I need to get filled. OMG, people, listen to me. I was suddenly reminded. That's unbelievable, by the way. El Breaker. El Breaker? Los Breaker. Sí. Me llamo El Breaker. And we got lots more where that came from. So LA Comic-Con. I was originally in November. I was going to fly to San Francisco to go to Fan Expo so that I could finally get my original Lee Cozy artwork signed by Obi-Wan Kenobi himself, Ewan McGregor. And I was like, man, it's $300 for an autograph. It's going to be about $300 for about $200 for my plane ticket. And it was going to be another $150 for my hotel if I decided not to sleep on a bench like everybody else in San Francisco. Then there was the ticket to the con itself, which was like $40. And then I was, I had to eat, and I'm pretty hefty. Hey, baby boy, how was your nap? Oh, that's good. So, I know, baby, you were sleeping like a champ over there. So, I was like, man, this is going to be a very expensive autograph. But it was announced this weekend that Mr. McGregor will be at LA Comic-Con, and the autographs are only $225. So you can bet your bottom dollar or your top dollar, or if you're like me, you're 18 cents. And know that I will be there, and I will finally be getting my Lee Cozy signed by Mr. McGregor. I am very stoked. I cannot wait. I am definitely not going to say that I did the art. Even though I thought about it, I was like, I'll just tell him I did it because then maybe he'll give me a hug. But then I was like, no, that's lying, and I don't do that. I'll give all the props to Lee Cozy. I will have to watch the highlights later. Skeens is pretty go Skeens. What?
Welcome to my underground lair. You're just in time. Enjoy the ship.
You just got dangled.
Dangle-lang. What's up, Dangle? How are you doing, buddy? Good to see you. 100 to 102 every single pitch. Hey, welcome to Tommy John next year, Mr. Skeens. Dangle, I don't know if you know this, but not only are you now on Instagram with us and Twitch, but also YouTube. So be prepared, Mr. Dangle, to be seen everywhere. For those who don't know, anytime something is taken from you, or we do a There Will Be Blood, or anything happens where a product is swooped in and taken out from under somebody else, it's called getting dangled because of our dear friend Derek, who it seems to happen to more than normal people. Thank you, by the way. Thank you so much for the sub 17 months. You the man. You the man. All right. O'Neal Cruz had 2 hits come off his bat at 120 miles per hour. The exit velocity of 120. Yeah, I don't know. Are the players getting stronger? Are the bats getting faster? Are the balls more juiced? Are the pitchers, did they cheat and unknowingly move the mound 6 inches that is undiscernible to the eye? How is this happening? It is getting ridiculous. You are getting people hitting home runs out of the stadium almost on the regs. Pretty soon it's going to be like, okay, this 700-foot home run was hit by Mike Trout at the ripe young age of 54 in his 33rd season for the Angels. Still no pennant for Trout. T-Bone says it's crazy. It's because it is. It's a valid fact. What you doing, man? Playing a little Fortnite? Yeah. Are you good? Okay. Yeah, he's he's got nap face on still. As a former Astros fans, you should be the one to know about cheating. Oh, absolutely correct. The Astros are big, dirty cheaters. They are part of a long history of cheating in baseball. They are the reason I no longer follow baseball. Baseball, being my first love, has now been destroyed by the Houston Astros, and that's fine. It is what it is. As Paul McCartney said, let it be. I'm not worried about it. It is. Nah. It slapped the taste of baseball right out of my mouth. There's cheating, but there's no crying. There's no crying in baseball. It's true. It's true. There is no crying in baseball. Thanks, Tom. Goodness gracious. What else do I... Oh, that's right. I was continuing to show things. Let's jump back to this screen. I have some Lee Cozy artwork that needs to be seen up close. Oh, my Target order is ready. I didn't even know I had a Target order. This beautiful piece right here is an acrylic painting by Lee Cozy. This is accompanied with handwriting samples from the Wright brothers as part of our historical break. In addition, this is oil painted by Mr. Lee Cozy. This comes with a piece of rock that is from the quarry that Stonehenge was carved out of. Now, you're going to ask me, DC, why don't you just give me a piece of Stonehenge? Well, that's because I would be in prison if I tried to chip a piece of Stonehenge. It's highly illegal. So the next best thing we can do is give you the piece of bedrock that it came from. And that's exactly what you will get. Speaking of rocks, if you like rocks, then you are going to love the giveaway. You will be getting a certified piece of the Berlin Wall. I thought you liked trouble. I like trouble, not prison. I don't like my rights to be taken away. I enjoy voting. Voting is fun. The giveaway is so big that I can't use my little camera. I gotta use the big one, the wide shot. How about the Hoff? Because nothing says the fall of the Berlin Wall like David Hasselhoff in a light-up leather jacket and a piano scarf.
Hey guys, wish me luck.
Oh man, Star Wars Black 100% Dangle. John Wick Pinball? I did not see John Wick Pinball. I mean, now I'm gonna look up John Wick Pinball because I'm curious. Johnny Wick Pinball.
Hey, Keanu Reeves.
That's right, Keanu.
Plus, he was Duke Kaboom.
He was Duke Kaboom.
Can you tell by the voice?
That is sweet.
Me?
I like it. I like it. It's got that old school. Oh, it's a Stern. That's why. It's got that old school feel. It's got that throwback feel. Stern does a very good job of the throwbacks. I like Stern. The last pinball machine I honestly played was the Foo Fighters pinball machine, which featured a gaggle of their songs rocking in the background and extra large speakers so that you could enjoy the jams while you played. I'm also a big Foo Fighters fan. I like Dave Grohl. I think Dave Grohl is one of the more important musicians of the last, let's go, 30 years. If you look at composition, if you look at the bands that he's been part of, if you look at the breadth of work he's done, and the sheer fact that the man is so heavy hitting on the drums that in his early years they didn't even bother miking up the kit. He just could play the entire stadium raw. Yours is a Stern. It is a Stern. Whee! Yes, Canada. That's right, Turt. Yes, you, Canada. Man, listen, there is a chance, I can't guarantee it, that when I go to Buffalo in 3 weeks, that I will be taking a trek over the border to hang out with my brethren from the north. It should be a secret to nobody that I am a huge fan of Canada. I love the country. The people are the nicest people in the world. I'm not going to get into the biparliamentary form of government. We're going to leave that be. We're going to leave Mr. Trudeau's misery alone. But boy, he's having a rough one. But the people of Canada are, by and large, awesome, especially those in Ontario, in the T-Dot. And even though the people of Ontario may find them insufferable, I love Les Québécois as well. And there's just something awesome about the... There's something awesome about the way they speak French. ¿Qué pasó, papi?
What, so, how much long do you like? I'm not live on the camera. How many percent do you like?
I love Canada 100%. Love them.
He's really on this guy's self.
Toy Story Pinball has a kaboom jump in it. Yes. Dangle. Excuse me. Forgive me. For those who are not familiar with the stream, I drink a lot of carbonated water, so I get the burps, and it's impossible for me to hold them in.
Come on, Daddy.
¿Qué pasó?
You said how much did you like it?
100.
Just like how I love all you guys on the stream.
Oh, Jimmy with the heartfelt, he goes, 100%, that's as much as I love everybody on the stream. Look at that. Hey, everybody, you're loved. You're loved. All of you. Loved. Jimmy says so. It must be fact. Your order ends in 666. It does. It does end in 666.
Execute order 66.
Execute order 66. He says, give me a box of 2023 Topps Star Wars Chrome Black. Hey, listen, I think that's a great idea. I like that idea. Let's do that. Jimmy, everybody says thank you, specifically Turt and Lady and Scoobs. They all love you. Alrighty, dangle. Dangle-lang, dangle-lang. 2023 Topps Chrome Black Star Wars. Gotta use the official Topps cutter. I believe I get reprimanded if I don't. And by reprimanded, I mean absolutely nothing will happen. Chef says nothing but love for my second favorite Jimmy. Yeah, he's Jimmy, so he's his own first. Gotta love yourself, man. All right, let's not reveal the SIG. I'm not peeking. We're just gonna, here we go. Yeah, baby. No. Is it Peabody? And we're gonna start with General Grievous. I haven't seen a lot of Grievuses. This is a good looking one. I like it. Dr. Cornelius Evazan. That's numbered out of 199. That's going to be your rainbow foil. But, ooh, looky. We got something in a nice Sith red behind it. Can we get a color match card? Can we get somebody like maybe Darth Maul? Maybe like our dear friend Darth Vader? Maybe even a Dooku? Can we get a color match? Can we also get the autofocus to stop focusing? Bail Organa. That is 8 out of 10. Jimmy Smits. Speaking of Jimmys, all right, we're gonna We're gonna nip this in the bud right now. Let's get this focus under control, shall we? Let's get this focus under control. There we go. 8 out of 10. Hey, Dangle, that's a dang good start. 2 number card, 1 SSP. And now that I look at it, it's actually not red. It's more of like a magenta or a fuchsia. Or as we call it in our household, Puerto Rican pink. Oepa. Sapuros! What up, man? Yeah, I think it's technically magenta. I'm not gonna lie, I really like the composition of this card. The way they set this card up is gorgeous. I don't know, just something about it looks good. All right, now it's time for the auto. What do we have here? Kersantin. Oh, Carrie. What's up, Carrie Jones? The old Book of Boba Fett, right?
Oh yeah.
It does say magenta? Okay. There you go, it's magenta. I thought it was Casey Jones for a second. Yeah, I mean, hey, listen, I could see that. I could see that.
I can see that through.
There you go, man. Now, if you are a fan of Star Wars, like Dangle, and you're also a fan of original art, don't forget, you can also get one of these original pieces of Lee Cozy art back here, as well as a box of this at DCDcollects.com. Whee! Boy. Scoobs. Scoobs, hey, listen, man, you can't complain. If you're undercover, it's up to you to keep cover. Can't blame somebody else for blowing up your spot. This is Scoobs on YouTube, that imposter.
Let me guess, is it?
Hey, man, listen, I wouldn't be surprised. Everybody wants to be you, Scoobs.
Yeah,
Living the life, man. You got a pinball machine in your house. You got amazing original art and comics and signed comics adorning your walls. I mean, come on. Do you know what I would give to have all of that at my house? Exactly. I know. Our house is small right now because we're in an apartment, but our house in New York is not small. Somebody else just lives in it. I know, buddy. We'll go visit it when we visit home. We'll go take a look at it. Sound good?
And say, God, thank you for letting me go inside that apartment.
There you go. There you go. Oh, these are choice of card. So, listen, if you are interested in this Boba Fett, you simply select G from the drop-down menu when you order the card. If you're more a fan of the vehicles, those are available as well. There is a Kick Butt Kylo, a little Mando. I mean, who doesn't love a little Mando D? Careful. Careful, Icarus. Yoda. The old probe droid. Salacious B. Crumb as well as K2SO. This is our first ever You Pick'em product. And I have to say, it's a good idea. We got to figure out a way to get that to function well with other types of art. This was our trial run to see the logistics of it. We think we may have the logistics down pat. So we're going to see. Maybe you're going to see a couple other products coming out that have the exact same style, where you will be able to directly select what you are getting. Yeah, it only works if I have the ringer turned up. Yeah, so Scoobs, I have some pieces at home that are just sitting on top of a dresser, a tall chest of drawers, so that nobody can touch them, that I would love to have framed and on the wall. But I don't have enough wall in the shoebox we're currently in. But fear not, somewhere around August, September, we will be in our new place. A little more inland, away from the coast, unfortunately. I like living on the coast. I love having the beach 5 minutes away. But we are going to be moving about 35 minutes more towards LA. This is not nearly big enough. Let me change that. There we go. All right. Thanks, Carlos. I needed a drink. For those who remember, I actually acquired an original Ripley's Believe It or Not page, signed. Yep, that's really his name, Dick Hyman. And Dick Hyman was actually the right-hand man to Hearst Publishing, to William Randolph Hearst, and handled a lot of the acquisition of artists and cartoonists for Hearst himself, and is the one that gave Ripley his big break that allowed him to kind of travel all over the world at near expenseless coffers and do insane, crazy things and then draw about them. I acquired that in a trade from Doug. I traded him an original George Perez Thor. He traded me an original Ripley page. Now, the art, we believe, is not Ripley, because by the 1940s, he had people doing the art, and he would just sign off on it. But it is his signature, and it is his personalization, and it is said to have come from the Hyman family, which is good enough for me. It is arguably one of my favorite pieces of art that I have not hung up yet. All right, what is next? Oh, Mitch. Money Mitch. G. Mitch G. All right. Boba Fett is gone. Let me remove it from the site. Let me take G out of here. Are you okay, Papi Chulo? It depends. Oh, I love you more. Exactly.
When you bring it down around the world, around the world.
All right, so I just found something to simplify my life. All right, all of the remaining should automatically delete themselves after you select them. Hey, we will find out after the next purchase. You know what the great thing, Money Mitch? The great thing about us and me specifically is I'm never going to tell your wife. Even if we meet at a hangout, if we do a DCD Collects hang in, let's say, Vegas, like we plan, or in LA or San Diego or even New York, where I will be, If we ever do a meetup, you're like, hey, DC, this is my significant other. I am not going to say, hey, Money Mitch's wife, he bought something, and I'm not supposed to tell you about it. No, not going to happen. As a matter of fact, I may not mention that I know you other than like, oh yeah, you watch the show. Never spends any money. That's perfectly fine. I'll do whatever. She can hear the show. Mitch, I tried. I tried, man. I did what I could. I won't lie. But I tried, man. Listen, Mrs. Money, it's harmless. It's original art by a Star Wars artist. And it's about to be a really cool signature. Mitch, I just need to know, do you want Chrome Black or do you want Sig Series? Let me know now. Dangle said, same with me. I have to turn down the volume after I make a purchase. Dangle, you just need a code name. My choice, listen, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to pick Chrome Black because it's amazing. So, let's get down to business. Yes. Yep. All right. There is, let's go back to my focus factor. There we go. There is your original Lee Cozy. Boba Fett. And now, DCD Collects proudly presents Lee Cozy X Sig Series X Chrome Black. Here we go. The question is, Dangle, did you get dangled? What's up, Hellbolt? I love you, man. How is your Japanese coming along? Sound alerts are pretty quiet. I don't know if they can get any louder. Yeah, they're as high as I can get them. Sorry, man. Ain't nothing I can do. They're coming. Number 9 out of 199. Look at Grievous again. You know, this is a thing. This is a thing now. Is that some teal? Looks teal. Teal is out of 99. 99. Bale, you are the number king. First it was out of 10, now it's out of 99. These cards, including the bases, are gorgeous. Good, Bolt. That's good to hear, man. I love it. I know, buddy. I probably owe you more than $5. And now, it's autograph time. Let's see what we got. Bria Organa. Ooh, and it is the it's the variant, the foil variant. Simone Kessel. Listen, I'm not gonna be the one to spread rumors here, but I heard that Han Solo once did the Kessel run in just a few parsecs. Listen, don't tell Bale. I'm sure it was a one-time thing.
Daddy, Daddy Waddy,
¿Qué pasó?
baby,
There you go, man.
I love you.
I love you, Papa.
You are Amawazi. Even my gigapet loves every one of you. God, you gonna buy? Ow! Come here. I'm gonna take another nap.
Get it, homie.
This shirt is too small.
Money.
Mommy? Who are you calling mommy?
I said money.
Loud.
Money Mitch.
Yeah. Mommy.
Yeah.
Mommy Mitch. Hey, mommy.
Oh. All right, let's see if we can do this on the fly real quick. Let me take a peek. All right, Elbow, love you, man. All right, let's go here. Let's go there. Let's go with... All right, let me see how this works.
I want more. And I know I shouldn't.
Was that any better? Oh, you're very welcome.
So we're just done with phrasing, right? That's not a thing anymore?
It's not a thing, no. But thank the God Lord to help me. No, I mean like literally help me. So I put
Oh, you just got dangled.
We good now? Look at that. With one click of a button, I have solved all of your problems. You're welcome. Just imagine what I could do if I ever took office. Spoilers, I don't want to ever take office. How did he get a Chrome? Yes, Dangle. Dangle, it is, so listen, buddy. I'm not going to say that you need to be here more often. But Dangle, you need to be here more often because verbally we have said that if you buy Cozy X Sig Series, you, for a limited time today, will be able to select Chrome Black instead. Now, I can't make you be here on time, Dangle-lang, Dangle-lang. I can't even make you watch Friday's feed where we announced it the first time. But what I can do, my friend, is let you know that the next one you get, I will be more than happy to give you a Chrome Black with it. You just got to select the old Cozy X Sig Series. I'm just saying. I love you. I love you. But you just dangled yourself. Dangle. You dangled yourself.
Oh, you just got dangled.
That's right, Don. You tell him.
I don't get it.
I know, Jimmy. It's the Asperger's, buddy. I love you still, though.
Hey, but can I say that word?
You're the one that talked me into black. Well, yeah, because I thought you were choosing between Sig Series or Black to go with your Cozy card. That's what I thought you were asking me. Because moments before you came to stream, Money Mitch asked the same question. Hey, is G available? Sure is. Black or Sig Series. So I assumed, obviously in that you were still listening, and that's why you popped in with, hey, should I do Sig Series or Chrome? Listen, Dangle, I love you. It's okay. I promise. I swear. I love you. I do. Cad Bane is J for Jimmy.
Because I love Cad Bane.
Jimmy's full of love. The late bird never gets the worm, Derek. Scuba. It does, but usually it is the one that is been stomped on, that probably is sick or already dead, because the early birds got all the good ones. It's like Black Friday. You're going to get the deals if you're there at the butt crack of dawn or before dawn arrives. And if you go there at noon, you're only going to get the toaster, not the TV. We do need a new toaster.
Like we're gonna need a bigger boat.
Yeah. Ooh, ladies and gentlemen, art legend Tony Moy is on Instagram. What's going on, Mr. Moy? Good to see you, friend. The Cad Bane is a great card. Let me show ya. Oh yeah. A little bit of cozy love. That is from the San Diego Star Wars Society. It is Lucasfilm. Official. Just off screen is the probe droid too. Let me hit that lovely focus again. There we go. Now we got focus. Second mouse gets the cheese. I get it. It took me a second. I get it. I understand, you morbid fools. The second mouse gets the cheese. Sick. What did that poor mouse ever do to you?
Let me guess. Is it Jerry?
Is it Jerry? Did you kill... James wants to know, Don, Scoobs, did you kill Jerry?
But not Tom? Did Tom not kill Jerry? Or did you kill Jerry?
Third mouse steals from the second mouse. Well, that's not very mouserly of them. What's going on, David? How are you doing, friend? Good to see you as well. Listen, I'm not going to say that we at DCD Collects may or may not have a little bit of envy of David, who just joined us on Instagram. I'm going to say it in a public forum, and I mean, he's going to get a little embarrassed because he's a nice guy. But every time we see him and his beautiful head of hair, it is just infuriating for Doug and I as the bald guys to just the
That's Orion.
I mean, that's exactly. It is like, man, this guy, too handsome, and to top it off, not only is he handsome, he's one of the nicest guys on the planet, drives a beautiful car. I mean, goodness gracious, we're David fans. All right, David, I'm done. I'm sorry. I had to say it out loud so that people knew who you were. Amazing guy, high-class character. Gotta love David. Hair envy is very real, Money Mitch says. Listen, it is. I don't shave it because it makes me look cool. I shave it because if they lined me up, it would start back here. I'd look like Shaq after losing a bet. And while I love Shaq, I don't want to look like him after he's lost a bet. True story. Hey now. Dangle. Hey, Dangle. Hey, Dangle, which one do you want, homie? Scuba says, Burb. If I'm not back in 5 minutes, just wait longer. DCD is the 23 head. It's right. It's not a forehead. It's the back of my head is where it all starts. He chose J. So now Cad Bane is gone. Chroma Dangle's like, you roll your eyes, Dangle, but it's not like I'm wrong. You know what, Dangle? I'm going to do you a solid. Dangle, I'm going to let you pick your box. Something that we don't allow here. One, 2, 3, or 4. Dangle, for you, I will bend the rules. I will bend the rules. Oh, now he can dangle himself again. Excuse me. I am, buddy. It's too funny. I'm definitely getting dangled here for sure.
You got laughed when you laughed at yourself.
All right, Dangle, what'll it be? Un, deux, trois, or quatre? Trois. Only 3 more. Only 3 more Chrome Black, and then everybody else is getting Sig Series. So, what is going with the Cad Bane DCD? Excuse me. Let's try that without swallowing a word. DCD Collects proudly presents Lee Cozy X Chrome Black. Here is an original Lee Cozy art card of Cad Bane. In addition, you are getting a sealed 2023 Topps Chrome Black Star Wars featuring at least 1 signed card and at least 1 insert, be it numbered or variant. Dangle says I almost went for number 2. Number 2 is now still number 2. So whoever gets to number 2, his name, number 2. All right, let's not look at the SIG. Let's surreptitiously grab the pack. Let's hide. Let's also fix that focus. There it is. Out of 50, Owen Lars. Hey, numbered right up front. A little gold. It could be yellow. It's one of the two. Kylo versus the Praetorian Guard. It's a fantastic fight. And a little Moff Gideon in his Beskar armor with the Dark Blade.
Oh no. See Dark Blades?
Hey now.
Hey now, you're a world star. Get your game on.
You think they could have color corrected that photo, but might be asking a little too much.
Oh my god, it is Kylo Ren and Daddy.
Speaking of Owen, where's Beru? All right, Sig time. Who's it gonna be, Dangle? Is it gonna be Harrison Ford? Carrie Fisher? Is it going to be Mark Hamill?
Or maybe Peter Pascal.
It's Duchess Sally Organa. That is Roberta Sparta. This is Sparta. No, really, it is Sparta.
What is the movie of it though?
Gonna get the whole Organa family in this case? Listen, if you want to put Leia Organa in here, I am more than happy to open it for somebody. And listen, it will not be the first time I've pulled a Carrie Fisher 1-of-1 autograph. I very famously did it a few years ago. And that card graded a PSA 10. And is never leaving that person's collection, they claim. So I've done it once. I know I can do it again.
Price?
Oh, I left you with a terrible photo. Let's get that back. Let's move over. There we go. A lot of gems left in that one. Excuse me. All right, let me clear out. Craig! Craig says, gimme C. Oh, I love it, Craig. This was low-key my fave. Low-key my fave out of here. I said it. I wasn't going to repeat it. If this happened to fall to the end of the group, I would have made my way to it. That's a little Salacious B. Crumb. Nice job, Craig. That's a good get. Craig, I gotta ask you, are we going for Chrome Black or are we going for Sig Series? And I love it. He has a nice Bernie Wrightson style to this particular one. He definitely put a little more effort into this bad boy. All right, Craig, what shall it be? Chrome Black or Sig Series?
Yeah, I have no idea what's going on right now.
It's valid. That is valid. I don't know anything until you tell me. Remember, it's your show. I'm just the host. Let's do black number 2 and see what Dangle could have had. Let's. I heard that in a very Price is Right voice in my head. Are you going to take this box or are you going to take box number 2? Well, Dangle had pick of the litter. Let's see if the second mouse gets the cheese after all. All right, Craig. DCD Collects proudly presents Lee Cozy X Sig Series. Here is your original Lee Cozy art card featuring Salacious B. Crumb and At 2023 Topps Chrome Black. Let's take a look. No, you got to pick it first, Dangle. You got pick of the litter. You got pick of the litter. You had the choice of everything. Poor Craig just got the leftovers. If anything, Craig should be mad. Q90 out of 199. Out of 75, it's Miggs. Yeah, he's the only guy in the universe with a Boston accent. This guy shoots blasters wicked hard. Wicked hard. It's Bill Burr. That's right. Out of 75, 2-2, the ballerina. 2-2 out of 75. And Bo-Katan. I'm sorry. That's not Bo-Katan. That's Starbuck. Always will be. Starbuck. Very solid pack, I concur. Let's get to that Siggy Sig. Did Dangle dangle himself, or did Dangle come away the victor? We're about to find out. Oh man, I love a good ad read. I know it sounds ridiculous to say, but some of the comedians that do their own ad reads are, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, I like that color. I like it. That's that yellow or gold. Dangle, listen, I gave you every opportunity, Dangle. Dangle, I let you have pick of the litter. Dangle. You know what? Let's not make it about Dangle. Craig, let's see how you did, Craig. Let's not water weeds. Let's water flowers. Craig, you are our flower. Let's push that good vibe to you. Paduchurd. That is going to be 27 out of 50. It's Chad Parker. He's such a Chad. As you can see, Paduchurd is some of the letters in Chad Parker. That is what it has come to at Lucasfilm. What's your name? Oh, we will make you a name out of your letters. If you haven't noticed that yet, keep looking. It's true. It's literally how they're doing it. There you go. Such a Chad. That's right, like a Giga Chad. All right, Craig, congratulations, man. DC's Star Wars name would be Seedy, but they'd spell it Seedy, and they would play on the phonetics. Scuba said, I would like to see what they make out of my name. Craig says, numbered to 50, 3X numbered cards. Yes, it was. That was a pretty dang good box, but I'm gonna be honest with you. While we did see a low-numbered autograph before, it was not necessarily an autograph of somebody that everybody we knew. We have seen a fairly famous auto. I am holding out hope one of those last two boxes has one of the gangbuster names in there. Something that we all recognize. Something that will make you go, ooh, or even maybe, ah,
Or maybe ha.
or maybe ha. Katie, I can't imagine you won't end up there. I know I will be there for at least the signing. I'm pretty sure we're working. Hey, T-Bone, am I working Comic-Con? Am I working LA Comic-Con? I don't remember. I can't remember if we're doing LA Comic-Con or if it's WonderCon. I know we are signed up to do Revolution again. We are doing LA Comic-Con. Katie, we'll see you there. What letter is Kylo? Kylo is letter honey. Honey. Oh man, that kilo is fire. Trevor, what you do in your own spare time, you gotta leave it at home, man. We don't need to know that your straight fish scale kilo is fire. It will probably get back to you if you put that in a public forum. I'm just saying, Mr. Escobar, you're gonna want to keep the fish scale on the down low. That sweet, sweet Bolivian blow has no place in this stream. Just saying. It's the one that always loving that kilo.
I am loving it.
There you go, Katie. We dig it. If it gets overbearing at your booth, you can come hide in ours. No joke. That's actually what Kai was doing. Kai would get swamped. He'd be like, I gotta go. And he'd come hide in our booth. Dangle. Dangle, I'm assuming it is H. Yep, that's it. Dangle, front or back? There's only two boxes left, front or back. In lieu of Money Mitch. I love it. We do have a fun booth. Crash on the couch. Oh, I live in a shoebox. It's true. Ask anybody who's been to my apartment. We are 3 people in a 2-bedroom with 2 cats and just under 1,000 square feet. Second to last one. DCD Collects proudly presents Star Wars by Lee Cozy. That's the old Sig. Well, Kylo. Isn't that common in LA? Having to ask my wife permission to do anything? Yeah, pretty much. Anybody who's married has to ask their wife permission. I don't think it's just an LA thing. I think it's just a married thing. We as husbands don't make decisions. Can't make you do it. I love you, Scoobs. You're never bothering me. Even Jimmy says you're never bothering us. All right. Refresh. We are back. Oh, we've seen him before. Ooh, a little bit of purple. Purple rain, purple rain. That's going to be out of $1.25. Please. Scuba, if you like Star Wars, you would love my box. Yaddle, the heroine herself. Studio 54 out of 125.
Hey, Daddy, can I let them see my face real quick?
And Bib Fortuna. With your hair looking like a crazy person who took a nap? Sure. But first, let me finish this. Yes, it's Yaddle. I low-key am hoping that Grogu is Yaddle's child. I don't want to spoil something from the universe, but if Grogu could be Yaddle's child, that would be great. Because didn't they say he was an orphan? And didn't Yaddle get murdered at the hands of Dooku? I'm just saying, somebody check the timeline and see if that works, because you heard it here, folks. You heard it here first. Money Mitch is like, yeah, my wife just told me she's taking my card away. I told you, man. It's, we have to answer to our wives. Ooh-wee! Dangle. Dangle. Dangle-lang, dangle-lang. That looks like teal. Teal!
Teal black.
Can you tell me what's behind this, pad here? Oh. Oh.
I like it.
Oh. Well, we know it's Star Wars. All right, dangle-lang, dangle-lang. Koska Reeves. What up, Koska? Out of 99, it's 46 out of 99. That is Mercedes Vernado. Mercedes. Listen, Dangle, you can never say that I didn't get you a Mercedes. I'm just saying. Is she a WWE wrestler now? She was Sasha Banks in the WWE. Oh, I know exactly who that. Wow, hey, that's really good. Dang, Daniel. I mean, Dangle. That's good.
Wait a minute, did you mean to say that?
I did, buddy, because I knew you'd like it.
I don't get it.
You're dork sauce.
Daddy, your name is...
Dangle. It looks like you didn't get dangled. Yeah, Sasha Banks. I like Sasha. I knew who she is. I couldn't recognize her in the photo. But yeah, man, that's awesome. I dig that. That's cool. A numbered, hey, listen. While I didn't know her at first blush, I said I think one of the last two should be somebody we recognize. Sasha Banks, recognizable. Numbered, even better. Dangle, that's a W, homie. Congratulations on your hit. Oakley Dokley. Well, we are quickly running out of Lee Cozy. That is it. Now, for those who do not know, there are only 6 left, and at the end, we have a dual giveaway. This is an official Star Wars Galactic File Series 2 card. These go for multiple hundreds of dollars. We are going to random all the names of the people that jumped into this break. And at the end, whoever's on top at the end of the randoming on random.org is going to get this. Whoever's on the bottom is going to get this. That is absolutely free. There is no additional cost for that giveaway. There is no cost. It is additional courtesy of us. It looks like she only printed the character name on a few stickers. Most of them don't have it. Hey now. Well, there you go. Not only do you have a well-known character, you also have one of the few that are inscribed. We have Probe Droid on Hoth. Yoda! Yoda Man. Yoda is K. This is Joe. Joe Mama. She's I. Mando D. We all love a little Mando D. Crazy that the D has been there for so long. Hey. And one of our favorite droids, K2S. Oh, B.
I love him.
I know you love K2SO.
So we're just done with phrasing, right? That's not a thing anymore?
I don't know, T-Bone. It happens sometimes. C'est juste moi et toi qui regarde. Oh, Danny. Je parle français un peu. Un petit peu. Not to be confused with petit pois, which would be P. Is it just me, or are you? Believe it or not, I'm not as dumb as I look. I do know French. I know quite a bit of Spanish and a little bit of English. I'm working on the English. For those who don't know, I'm actually somebody made a little joke at my expense on Instagram, assuming I don't speak French, but je parle français très bien, mademoiselle. Yeah, I didn't expect that one, did you? Listen, I grew up in Buffalo. I assumed I'd be spending the rest of my life in Buffalo and regularly heading to Canada where all the cool kids are. So I sure as sucre learned French thinking I would be there, only to marry a woman whose first language is Spanish and half of her family doesn't speak English. Because sure, let's learn another language in your 30s.
I'm 40.
What up, Doug? How you doing? Fresh, Dougie Fresh. Fresh, Dougie Fresh. And goodness gracious, Great Balls of Fire. Dangle, you just dangled Chef. Dangle, you got K. Chef, you got A. Now, there are only one Star Wars Black. So I have to ask the person who came in first. Dangle, you are order 671. Chef, you are order 672. Thankfully, you selected different cards. But, Dangle, do you want Chrome Black or do you want Sig Series? If Dangle chooses Chrome Black, Chef, you will be getting Sig Series. All right, Dangle with the K. And Chef with the A. Black all the way. Sorry, Chef. Hey, listen. Fastest fingers wins. Chef's like, all the good is out of black anyway. All right, Dangle. I am also going to call first, last call. First, last call. First, last call. '23 Topps Chrome Black Star Wars. All right, Dangle Lang, this is the last box of black. Let's see how it goes. Wedge! What up, Wedge? That's out of a $1.99. Studio 54 out of 199. Obi-Wan and Darth Maul. Speaking of Ewan McGregor. How about Captain Phasma? Good old Gwendolyn Christie. All right, let's see what the last auto of the case is. Drummer! Really? Drummer? Really? Drummer? Drummer?
Like a drummer?
Drummer?
April?
Murphy Patrick Martin. Really? Drummer?
Oh, you just got dangled.
Saburo spitting the truth. Man, what a stinker to end on. My goodness gracious, Dangle, you should have bought my Comic-Con box. Should have bought my Comic-Con box. At least all of mine are bangers. All right, Chef, it's time for some Sig Series. Drummer is a banger, just not the kind you were looking for. You just got dangled is out of stock. I have a cooldown. Oh, Katie, did you just ask Doug if he has any pets? Hey, Doug, why don't you list your farm? I did. I actually put a timer on those so that it wouldn't be spammed. Councilman Chef. Hey. All right, Councilman Chef. Lee Cozy X SIG series brought to you by DCD Collects. You got the ship. Now it's time for the SIG series. Doug has 14 horses, 6 dogs, 3 kids, and about 100 chickens. What about the goats? Tell her about the goats. We have, for Councilman Chef, Lux Bon Terry. That's Jason Spisak. God, that name sounds familiar. I think he's done a couple of characters. Also missed the Mrs. Sticker. Spisak. Good old Spisak. Katie's like, damn it. Katie, I take it you're allergic to cats?
No, she loves cats. Plus, she just actually sent me something on Instagram. The one that a robot shoots lasers.
Looking for a place to crash for LACC. Breaker said he'd asked to F the Wise, but they have a cat. But I can load up on Benadryl if it's... Not only do I have 2 cats, one of them is a domestic longhair that sheds constantly, the poor girl. And she's black, so there are just black hairs everywhere. All right, everybody, last call. Final last call, and then I gotta skedaddle. I have to get an 8-year-old back home. He's a doodle. That is not a doodle. That is a person in a doodle suit. Rocky is a human whose consciousness has been put into a doodle.
He is super creepy. He gives me nightmares.
I am also from where LA Comic Con is. I'm an hour and a half from LA Comic Con. I am definitely not close either. I'm actually farther than Doug. I am about a half hour further away. I probably should have mentioned that in the beginning. Chat with Doug. I'm sure Doug, who is a very kind person, may be able to. He has the ability to find the least expensive hotels that are of great quality. I'm sure if you work with him, he can steer you to an inexpensive but nice place. Doug can always find the best deals at every con for living arrangements. Can you show me what SIG card was in the box? Yeah. Seporos knows. He's on top of it. Mandala jumping in on the Instagram, seeing how that Instagram life is. What up, man? You're welcome. LA Comic Con has a pretty big Artist Alley. If you were going for Artist Alley, I wouldn't be surprised if they'd be able to fit you in. There are a lot of places on the outskirts. As long as you don't mind like driving 10 minutes, you can find a very inexpensive hotel. We usually, because we have to carry in like an entire booth's worth of stuff, we tend to find whatever's across the street. All right, Chef. All right, everybody, I got to check the gate and I got to get us out of here. It is almost 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 Eastern, and first week of October, correct. Double table in Artist. Yeah, worst case scenario, they may come back with a single. I don't know. I don't handle all of that stuff. I am just the talent. I am just the voice, and unfortunately the face. Everything else is handled by our dear friend Uncle Doug. Oh, a lot of those U-Hauls. Just tell them it's going to be in the city. Just just say, oh yeah, I drove around the city 85 times. It wasn't out of state, and then don't get pulled over. Dangle, what giveaway? Yeah, there's 4 left in 6 series. There we go. I updated it, so now it's accurate. We could probably burn through those tomorrow, because we gotta get out of here today. But there is 4 left. We will tackle those tomorrow. Find something next week if you are all interested. Yeah, Doug, maybe we can make an announcement like that tomorrow and or Friday. It could be something worth tuning into. But in the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, for those who watch regularly, you know what's coming. For those of you who are on Instagram or maybe on YouTube or Twitch and have not seen us before, there is something that you need to know, and it's something I say every single show, and it is something I mean every single show. Go ahead, check the tape. I say it all the time because it's from the heart. I love each and every one of you, so please take care of yourselves and each other so that we can do this again tomorrow. It doesn't work without you. You gotta be here. There is no me without you, so please come here so that I can continue doing what I do. Thank you so much for tuning in on Twitch Instagram, and YouTube. And I look forward to triple streaming again tomorrow with all of you. Please take care, be safe. I love you all, and good night.